let's talk about how you can triple your bookings. I'm going to share with you some of the exact things that I have done with my clients. Okay. I specialize in helping service. Let's talk about how you can triple your bookings. I'm going to specialize with helping those who are service-based business owners. So coaches, consultants, trainers, facilitators, right? So when it comes to your bookings, it's very important. You want to have a steady flow of potential clients that are coming in, right? Who doesn't? And as an independent business owner and as a business owner that is service based and not necessarily product based, you know, your income changes, right? Or you may not be making as much as a product based business. So, being service based, it is so important when you are able to have a steady flow of leads, LEADS, prospective buyers coming in, right? So, um, four things that I would share first, four priorities that I would share first to assist you with your visibility, well, to assist you with tripling your booking. And the first is your outreach, your networking, and your visibility. Okay. That's first and foremost. You don't want to be a hidden secret. You want people to know what you do and what you speak about. I mean, honestly, you want to ensure that people are aware that you even offer such services, right? So you want to increase your visibility. How are you going to do that? You're going to be out networking. You're going to be posting on social media. You're also going to be putting in some lead work offline. Follow up with point two, follow up, reach out to those who are your current clients. Maybe they are having an event, a conference, a workshop in which you can participate in, or they just know someone who needs your services. So it's always great to be in contact with those people who have been your clients or who are currently your clients already. You will have a greater success rate by reaching out to people that you already know. We call that your warm audience, reaching out to people that you already know versus people that don't know who you are yet. Okay. Thirdly, you can offer like a limited time incentive. You can offer one of your trainings at a discounted rate, or you can offer more things with your speaking, with your coaching. So let's say that you will come and you will provide 20 of your books, or you will come and you will provide 3 VIP coaching sessions if the said company or organization schedules you within, 7 days. Like offer an incentive and then attach a time to it. Okay, does that make sense? And the fourth thing I would say is to be clear about your booking process. Your booking process should be clear and your messaging should be clear. You don't want to, and you should not be thumbing through text messages. You should not be scrolling through your DM in conversation with people about you speaking at their event. You should not be going back and forth in text messages either. Your booking process needs to be clear, it needs to be simple, and you need to have a booking process. Texting people, DMing people back and forth is not professional. Again, you want to triple your your engagements, your bookings. So in order to do that, it needs to be a seamless process. And if you're manually doing that, you're not going to triple your bookings, nor will you even be professional. So let me talk a little bit and share with you a little bit about how you need to streamline your booking process. Okay. Now, there are many ways that you can do this. I'm sharing things that work for my clients. And they will help you too. So again, you want to have an inquiry form. You need to have some kind of form where you are collecting information from people. That data is very, very important. So on your form now, typically when I talk about lead forms, I often say, do not have a long lead form. But when it comes to your booking engagements, especially when you're going out to speak at a conference, a workshop, you're doing a keynote, you need to ask questions, especially for your paid gigs. They need to give you as much information up front so that you can make a decision. And then once you make a decision, yay or nay, if you say, yes, I'll come, that gets you paid quicker. You slow up your money when you are indecisive and when you're going back and forth, and when you are not in control of where you're going, meaning that you're just flying by the seat of your pants, you don't show that you're organized, and you're just going to show up no matter, how they communicate with you or anything like that. So have a space in your on your website, have space, in your social media bios, maybe even your email signature, which leads to your inquiry form, your lead form, where they can fill it out. And you're asking everything: contact person, organization, date of the event. Are there any other follow-up dates? Like, is this date that they're requesting you for? Is this the only date that they're requesting you for, or are there other options for you? Start time of the event, start time of your presentation, because a workshop or a conference might start at 9 a.m., but you're not getting on stage until 1 p.m. You need to know those kind of things. You can ask questions about travel. You need to know the venue address. Don't tell me that it's in Atlanta when it's actually in Alpharetta. Don't tell me that it's in Miami when it's actually in Tamarack or Homestead, Florida. You need to be asking specific questions on your form. You need to ask what their budget is. You need to be clear about what they're inviting you to speak about. And you, on your form, you can list the categories and the topics in which fall in the lines of your expertise, because there are times that people will come to you like, for some reason, and I had to like go, but this was some years ago. I had to go back to my marketing and my messaging, because there was a period of time that people thought I was a web designer. And I'm like, oh, you don't want me to touch your website. Like, do I make some changes to my website here and there? Yes. But initially, my initial setup had nothing to do with me. And I had to say, well, why are people asking me about websites? Like, what? And then when you're in marketing, right? Because I've done, that's my background. When you're in marketing, people think that you are a photographer, IT specialist, so you want to be clear that they are booking you for a topic that you can really address. And then once that form is submitted, you want to have an automated message that goes out that says, we have received your form, and give them directive of what they should expect next. We will be in contact with you in 7 to 10 business days, or it shouldn't be that long, but I'm just giving you some suggestions. But the whole purpose is, one, have your lead form where you are collecting all of those inquiries. That form should be easily accessible. Upon completion of that form, an automated message should go out confirming that that form has been submitted. Your team is reviewing that form, and you will be in contact with the person, the organization, within X amount of time. And I will also say, as a wow factor, beat that time. So if you said that you will reply to them within 3 business days, make it 1 business day. Give yourself more time than you need. All right. And I would say next is to schedule a call. You want to get on the phone, you want to talk to these people. This is when you are trying to triple your bookings, this needs to be a seamless order. And notice, nothing, you have done nothing until the call is booked. And that's the power of systems and automation. You haven't done anything. They completed the form, they received a confirmation, and in that confirmation email, you can send your scheduling link. You haven't done anything yet, because all of these things are set in automation to, roll out for you. The only thing you're doing is to show up and have that call. And remember, the call should be seamless too. You should be prepared for that call, because you already have their inquiry form that lets you know, what you need, what they need, etc. But after that call, you want to, it should be set up in your workflow to send a thank you, a warm thank you at this time. If it's really a gig that you want to go ahead and send a warm thank you. It could be a video thank you. It does not matter. And then you send your contract should go out as well as your quote. And then once that quote is accepted by them, then your invoice should automatically go out. So far in all these tips that I've shared with you when it comes to your seamless booking process, the only thing that you are doing, the only thing that you are doing is showing up for the call. And that part you should do in person. And that takes away from people saying, oh, if I have a systemized business, that takes away. No, there's still a personal touch, but there are just some things that you can't do. When we talk about tripling your bookings, you can't be doing everything manually. Does that make sense? You can't be doing everything manually. And then so after that call, again, you want to go, especially if it's something that you want, and you can trigger, you can align your workflow in different phases. So certain steps that take place if you say, no, I don't want this gig. And then certain steps that take place when you say, oh, I do want this gig. Okay. So if it's a no, you can have just a message, a standard message, just a templated email that goes out. And if it's a gig that you want, then your contract goes out, your quote, your invoice, boom, bada bam, and you're ready to go. So this is how you triple your bookings. This is how, first I gave you 4 steps on how to increase your visibility because that's like a prerequisite to tripling your bookings. People have to know that you exist. You can't be a secret. People have to know that you speak, right? And so those 4 things are you need to increase your outreach, your networking, your visibility. The second thing is you need to ensure that you are reaching out to current clients, former clients, because they're your warm audience. They're already familiar for you. They could be a marketing tool for you. They can refer people to you and all the things. And then you can thirdly, you can offer a limited time incentive. You can add a bonus to your speaking engagement, to your training, something that you really don't do. I'm going to bring extra workbooks with me. I'm going to offer a free coaching session. I'll speak for 30 extra minutes, like whatever incentive, however you can incentivize it, but put a time limit on it. And then you need to ensure that your booking process is very, very seamless and simple. Simple and seamless. And you'd be surprised, and you might be one of the people I'm speaking about. You'd be surprised at how many people don't have a booking process. It's just like, oh, you need me to come in? Oh, let me put it in my phone and da, da, da. No, that's not how this thing works. That's not how this works. You should have a process in which you can professionally present yourself, right? You need to have a speaker sheet. You need to have a speaker kit. You need to, and let me to be honest with you, you don't even need a publicist to do all of these things. You don't even need a publicist to do all of these things. You just need to be prepared and outline your process. Okay. So I hope this helps. This is how you can triple your bookings. I did this with the client. And if you need any motivation, do the math. Like, I have a client, right? $1,500 is the base price for a 30-minute workshop. So imagine us tripling his booking sessions in a month, $1,500, us tripling his booking sessions in a month for 30 minutes, right? Because we've done all the 4 steps and we clarify his booking process. He had no booking process before that. He literally was just texting people back and forth, um, putting on his calendar and showing up. And I was like, no, we're going to fine tune this. And we want to also protect you. There needs to be a contract in place. And I'm not going to talk about contracts because that's not my expertise, but there are just a lot of things. And if you are a speaker, coach, or trainer, you know what I'm talking about. There are some things that you just learn by trial and error. We even have even my contract, my speaking contract, it's even down to how you can take photos of me, how you can post photos of me, um, my arrival time, lodging. I take care of my lodging in. I'm a little particular about where I stay. But I take care of my lodging. I like to know, am I standing? Am I sitting? Because that then determines the type of attire that I'm wearing. I like my attire and hair is based upon the time of day. So there is so much, I mean, and that's on the back end of being booking. I know I'm giving you like extra stuff, but why not? Why not extra? Why not bonus information? But these are things that you want to consider when it comes to tripling your bookings. And you can't be passive about getting people on your calendar. Again, especially as an independent business owner, a steady flow of prospects is what you need. And the people who have the budget to pay you really expect you to have a very professional presence when they're booking you. And that's going to set you apart from everyone else. So no more fishing and thumbing through text messages and going back and forth through DMs, chasing down emails, trying to find that email thread. No more of that. You need to have these four pieces in place, right? In order to triple your bookings. So if you have any questions, drop them below this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you all for the next installment tomorrow.